How can a company with 13 billion in revenues make 1.4 trillion of spend commitments? This question was recently posed to OpenAI founder Sam Altman, and he seemed pretty upset by it. But why? Altman seems upset because the question punctures the core emotional logic holding the whole AI boom together: faith before proof. When an interviewer calmly points out that OpenAI is committing to spend sums approaching $1 trillion while earning a tiny fraction of that in recurring revenue, it reframes the story from visionary inevitability to speculative risk, and that reframing is dangerous. The industry narrative depends on the idea that scale itself is destiny, that if enough capital, data, energy, and political goodwill are poured into AI, salvation will follow automatically. Questioning the math threatens to expose how much of this project rests not on demonstrated returns, but on promises of future abundance that conveniently excuse present-day costs and concentration of power. For someone like Altman, whose influence relies on being perceived as the indispensable steward of that future, skepticism isn't just criticism, it's a destabilizing force. It invites people to ask whether the promised cures for housing, health, energy, and inequality are genuine outcomes or rhetorical collateral used to justify unprecedented consolidation. In that light, the irritation isn't about being misunderstood. It's about the risk that society might notice it's being asked to underwrite a bet it didn't design, can't exit, and may ultimately be forced to rescue if it fails.